Good rainy morning on the Appalachian Trail. It is day 63, and yes, it is raining. It's about time, though, because we haven't had hardly any rain, and the trees have been begging for it. And we need it because we're begging for it because everything has been dry, and we have had hardly any good water sources. So as much as I hate hiking in the rain, we're going to have to do it. And we're going to do it, and it's going to be hard today because our first 10 miles are going to be uphill and hard. But yesterday was gorgeous and beautiful, and the views were amazing. And today, we're just going to have to endure it. Got a little over 20 miles to do today. Did I mention that the first 10 miles today is uphill and in the rain? Did I mention that? Uphill. Trees are dancing. See? So are the leaves. They're happy as can be. Good morning, birdies. They're all so happy. The wind is fighting me. Oh, it's out of my back. Look at those trees. Oh my gosh. This is what I'm hiking in today. Alright, y'all, this is really getting kind of ominous. And I'm thinking I probably just need to push really hard. There's a shelter coming up in a little over a mile. Because this is getting kind of bad. I think maybe I should go there and just hold out for a little bit. I'm kind of on a ridge line now for a little bit. So there's so many trees down. I mean, and the trees are really dancing. So the wind is bad. We were about a half mile from the shelter. We agreed to go ahead and stop, have a snack, fill up on water. We put a jacket on and quit being stubborn. And yeah, and then we'll move on from there. All right, made it to, I believe this is called the Cornelia Shelter. I could be wrong anyway. Got my rain jacket on, you'll be proud of me. Back on trail after a nice little break and my rain jacket on. So while we're at the shelter, just happened to run into Rewind and catch up with him. He hadn't left yet. So that was good. Sounds like he might be going to where we are tonight, so he'll catch up with us. But was looking at the far out, it looks like we have about 4.5 more miles to reach the top of this mountain. That's good news because I'm already tired. But at the top of this mountain is this thing called the Guillotine. And y'all might have heard of it. I hadn't. But apparently we'll be going underneath this rock formation where there'll be this giant boulder that'll be like suspended above our heads, which is why they call it the Guillotine. So it's definitely been a difficult day, to say the least. And now I'm going to be going underneath the Guillotine. So there, yeah, you have it. Yeah, but I'm still smiling, so I guess that's good, right? Misty it is. So foggy. Whew, it's like a scary movie almost. I like these rocks. They're pretty. Look how pretty and green everything is now. Ugh. So the good news is that it has stopped raining, hopefully completely, and the wind has stopped, hopefully completely, and every now and then I can see the sun trying to poke its way through the clouds, trying. So I'm hopeful that maybe when I get to the top of this mountain, maybe that the sun will have won the battle and maybe we'll get some views. Maybe, we'll see. But the birds are singing, they're happy. Hear them? Yeah. Da, 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 da. I'm guessing he hit his 500-mile mark. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Yes. Yes. White blaze. Dragging yourself up. But we're gonna go see the great orb. Have great excitement to go see the great orb. Okay, the sun is officially coming out, and I got on my far out to see how much further before I got to the Guillotine. And apparently, I'm gonna reach first Big Orchard Mountain, Apple Orchard Mountain or something like that. And up at the top of it is this giant weather station, like orb looking thing. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Yeah, because the last one, you know, FAA thing reminded me of, you know, like a spaceship looking thing. So I'm curious what this one's going to look like. Giant orb. You know, that kind of reminds me of, do y'all remember the movie that Keanu Reeves was in? The Day the Earth Stood Still. It was like a giant orb looking ark where he took all the animals in because the people weren't taking care of the earth. And you know, well, it wasn't going to turn out good. Anyway, so now I'm thinking about that movie and wondering what this orb is going to look like. All right, well, I'm like 0.2 away from it, so let's go. The sun's poking through. Isn't it pretty? Everything's getting pretty outside. Here we go. Up, up, up. Not much further. Oh, there it is. You see it? Oh, let me get closer. There it is. Aptly named. Yep. Definitely not anything UFO related or the day the earth stood still kind of thing. But it was still kind of cool to, you know, let the imagination run. Okay, so now we are off to the Guillotine. Alright, it won't be much longer. And we'll tempt fate that way. Alright, there's some sketchy stuff. Especially in when it's wet from rain. Yeah. 3 points of contact. Here we go. This is your guillotine. Here's your moment. Tempting fate. Dun 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 dun. And here we go. It's hard enough not falling down the stairs. Safe. Alright, I think we're gonna stop and have lunch in just a little bit. Sun is out completely and the birds are singing. Definitely turned into a beautiful day. Lunch today is going to be some peanut butter Ritz crackers, and then I'm going to go ahead and eat this Nature Valley Fig Bar. Alright, well, we had a nice lunch, filled up on our water, and we've got about 9 miles, I think, left till we get to our shelter. It's a little after 12:30 now, and it shouldn't be too bad of a hike down. Beautiful outside now. Got a little chilly. I think it's because my shirt was probably still wet from hiking in the rain earlier. So I put my rain jacket back on just so I warm up. Back on the Blue Ridge Parkway. No view this time though, other than the road. Okay, back on trail. What do we have here? Here we go. Beautiful view. Gracious. That. Smells so good. I wonder if the butterflies love them so much. Goodness. By the way, if you're wondering, that was called the Thunder Ridge Lookout. It was quite beautiful. And apparently there's a parking lot real close to it. So if you're taking the Blue Ridge Parkway, I think you can get to it. So you don't actually have to hike the Appalachian Trail to get to it to go to that beautiful lookout. But it was absolutely gorgeous. Holy ticks, I hope I don't get ticks. Oh my. Y'all see this? So pretty. What in the world? Holy moly.
Like it's far up, going down, all the way over there.
What in the world? Oh, look at all these trillium. I don't know if y'all can see how many. It's like it's like a bed of trillium. These are trillium. See? What's crazy is a week ago, we were just like searching for, just to see if a couple of trillium, you know, and then just we walking down the trail and just to see them lining the trail, number one, and then to have it open up into a field of hundreds, I don't even, maybe thousands, I don't know, more than we could count for sure, of beautiful trillium, all different colors. It's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Whoa! Oh my! Hello, rocks. Alrighty, we've got about 5 miles left, and even with our like crazy elevation that we had to do today and the weather, we have made really good time. It's like a little after 2 o'clock. So I think we have decided that we're getting ready to get to the bottom of this gap area before we have to make like a mile climb up, which isn't bad. It isn't bad at all. But we've decided that we want to take a pack off break and just relax for a little bit and have a little snack. All right, had a nice little break here at the gap and had a snack, put my feet up for a little bit, rested, good 15 minutes, but we still have about 5 miles to go. So let's get to it and get these miles done so I can get my tent set up and rest even more. All right, looks like there is a bit of a bear activity, so I'm also going to be aware of that. All right, let's get to it. Oh, that's a new sign. I haven't seen that one before. Snag hazard. James River Face Wilderness. Here we go. Again. It's not supposed to rain again, is it?
I think it is.
Oh man.
Rain.
I want to talk to you about my new friend named Catwalk. So, I've met him twice now. Once when I accidentally snuck up on him because I was singing. And he goes, I thought I was getting close to a city. I heard some beautiful singing and I thought a radio was playing. I thought that was super sweet. And so when I passed him the first time, he goes, could you turn the radio up? I thought that was really sweet. And then the second time I introduced myself when you just heard us talking and found out where he's staying tonight, and got to know him a little bit better. Really, really kind man. And so I hope our paths cross again. We'll see. I don't think he's through hiking, but he is section hiking, and so maybe they will cross. So it was very nice to meet you, Mr. Catwalk. And thank you for the very kind words you said about me singing. And I'm sorry I snuck up on you. All right. Climbing up. Apparently we have entered into the area where there was a bunch of fire damage before. But you know what I see? I see new life happening. That's what I see. Woo-wee. Gracious. Okay. This uphill battle has been brought to you by peanut butter M&Ms. Good news, we've escaped the land of the mist, and we're back down into the land of rocks. Rocks, I tell you. Rocks! Oh, rocks! Oh my gosh, what to do? Alright, here we go. Couple more miles and we're done. I'm wearing down pretty hard right now. Okay. One more mile. We're seeing lots of bear poop. I don't know if I have this in me, guys. I might just sit down here in cowboy camp. Okay. Up, 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 up. Cowboy camping is basically just that. You take out your mat and you put it on the ground. You lay on it and you cover yourself up with your sleeping bag. That's it. But you're really not supposed to do it in the middle of the trail. So I probably won't do it. But I'm so tired. Oh, last mile is the hardest mile. And this is definitely proven to be the hardest mile. Oh man, breeze feels nice actually. Okay. That's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. And here she is. Lucky Dragon has arrived. Woo! All is well in the world. All right, so made it to our campsite for this evening. Camping, doing some primitive camping here at, it's called Sulpher Springs Trailhead. I think it used to be like an old fire road maybe, I'm not sure, but according to the comments, it has a great sunset and a great sunrise. However, you'll be able to tell that the only thing it really has right now is a view of the clouds. But that's okay. Maybe it'll be different in the morning, I don't know. It's fine. It's just been one of them days. And I'm just thankful to have made it here. And yeah, it was a challenging day. It was challenging. So the first 10 miles were all uphill. Started out this morning, I asked God this morning, I said, God, could it just please stop raining? and it did stop raining. I put my rain jacket on in the beginning and it had stopped raining, but the wind was pretty crazy. And, it was a hard hike this morning. I think we gained over 5,500 feet of elevation today in hiking, and that's a tough day of hiking. But then we did, there were some beautiful things that we saw today, like all of the amazing trillium flowers that we saw, and I know the rain did the wildlife good. The flowers needed it, the trees needed it, the grass needed it. I mean, the earth needed it. So I'm thankful for that. But it made the hike hard. Okay, it made it hard. And then we got to see the Guillotine. that was neat. And then you saw the sun try to come out, and that was nice to hike in it for a little bit, warm up a little bit. And it was a beautiful day, and the birds were singing, and I was singing. We were all just having a good time, and then we climbed back up into the mist, and I think we met a couple of day hikers at one point, and they said it's a mystical kind of day, and I was like, you know what, it is kind of a mystical kind of day, isn't it? But I don't know if I would have called it that this morning, because it was a tough day this morning. But here we are this evening. I'm reflecting on the day, and I'm just really thankful for every single moment, even the hard ones. They tell you to embrace even the hard moments, and I did. I embraced it, and I tried to find the good in even the hard times, and yeah, I'm glad I did, because that's when I found the joy. I found the joy in the birds singing. I found the joy in the trees dancing. And I found the joy in feeling my body being able to take each and every step up that mountain, and knowing that it was a privilege to be here. Yeah, it's a privilege to be here. So here I am on the top of this mountain, overlooking what I'm hoping to see, maybe a sunset or a sunrise, and I'm starting to see it clear up a little bit, and it's kind of cool. So I'm going to be thankful, and going to get some rest tonight, and going to get up bright and early in the morning, because I've got a shuttle to catch at 9 a.m. to get to Glasgow, Virginia, and I'm going to take myself a Nero. Yeah, I'm going to take myself a Nero. It means I'm going to take a break, get some good food, get some good rest, clean these clothes up, and get a resupply so I can do this all over again. So, all that to say, thank you so much for, all of your encouraging words, everything that you say to keep me going out here, and yeah, I'm very blessed, and I know it. So I'll see y'all bright and early in the morning. Take care, and God bless.